I bet you're wondering, why is Donald Trump able to escape accountability for everything he does? There's two sides for every story, but there's only one backstory. Okay, who is Donald Trump? He's a businessman, he's a reality star, he's a polarizing figure, he's the ex-president of the United States and the Republicans nominee. That's an impressive resume, right? Well, he has 91 felony counts, but why isn't he being held accountable? Donald Trump is operating under the same laws that we all are. No one's exempt. It's the same kind of laws. He's just really good at manipulating this one law. Donald Trump, like you and I, are operating under the law of assumption. Neville Goddard discovered this law. The law of assumption is a positive thinking or affirming technique that states that believing something you want already exists in your life will cause it to manifest into existence. Some of you may say, that's just prayer. Just pray about it and it'll happen, whatever. But we're using strict laws. I'm going to give you an example. A good law or an affirming law is, I have great skin. Most of you guys say that. You guys look in the mirror every day and you may say, I have a great skin. My eyes are pretty. I have long hair. Whatever it is, you're always affirming. You're always affirming. Even when you say, traffic is bad. Oh my God, traffic's going to be bad. Oh my God, I gotta get on this freeway. Traffic's going to be bad. You're always affirming, and you're affirming that to your subconscious. You know, you go to Starbucks every day and there's this lady every day and she gets your drink wrong. So every day, even before you get there, you will begin to affirm, that lady always makes my drinks wrong. That lady always makes my drinks wrong. Your subconscious doesn't care if it's wrong or right. All the subconscious wants to do is give you what you want. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So when you affirm that your drink is always wrong, it's going to always be wrong. So when we're talking about affirming, like I said, we affirm everything in our life. And I'll get back to Donald Trump in a moment and his affirmations. But how else would we get what we want out of life? Honestly, how else would you get that car? You have to think about that car. How else would you get that haircut? You got to think about the haircut. How else would you get that new house? You have to think about it. And once you begin to think about it repetitively over and over and over, the subconscious will find a way to make sure that it's true for you. That's the whole point of it. The law of assumption. It's going to find the subconscious. You're going to drill it in your mind so many times that now that the subconscious is going to make it true. It has to present that reality somewhere in your life. So when you're talking about the lady who's a disaster at Starbucks, not giving you the ice or not giving you the milk you asked for, it's going to continue to happen because you keep drilling it over and over and over and over. And you also even would you'll go to Starbucks with someone else and your ass will tell somebody else who's with you in the passenger seat, oh yeah, that's the lady that always gets my drink wrong. So you just affirm it over and over and over. So let's talk about Trump's list of affirmations that he boasts about constantly. He says, I'm the best businessman in the world. He says, I'm the best president the U.S. has ever had. I have the best ratings of all time. As president, I had the best economy in the world. I've done more for black people than any other president. All he is doing is affirming. So when he begins to affirm the world around him, reality must reflect that back to him. Donald Trump's manifestation always shows up in what we call the 3D. That's the world that we're living in. It always shows up there, and it shows up in his reports. It shows up in polling, media coverage, ratings. It shows up for him because he's affirming. He doesn't care if it's true or not. It's just it's the law of assumption. When you, like I said, when you understand the law of assumption and you begin to repeat over and over that something is true, something is in reality, but you don't see it in the 3D, the subconscious doesn't care. Its job is to bring it to you. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It wants to bring everything to you. Okay, so from ages 1 through 7, you don't really have a belief system, right? There's no belief system there. So you just, going through life, you're in that state, you're susceptible, your subconscious is trying to pick things up, but it cannot because there's no belief system there. But by the time you reach age 7, and most of us can attest to that, by the time you reach age 7, what happens is you begin to get beliefs from your family, your society, friends at school, whatever. They begin to, you begin to repeat those beliefs, like money don't grow on trees, you got to go to bed early, you can't go outside with a cold because you may catch a cold. All that becomes a belief, and the subconscious begin to take that on. So it begin to take all of that and show you that through reality. And Donald Trump is so good at that. So you can't be really mad at him from using the law. He's just using the law to his advantage. And there is one other thing I want to say. The law of assumption is extremely indifferent. It does not care if what you're saying is true or not. It doesn't know. It has no feelings. If I say I live in a beautiful mansion, I'm repeating this and I'm constantly thinking about this mansion, whether I'm visualizing, scripting, or I'm repeating it, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter. At some point, it's going to bring you that experience, meaning living in a beautiful mansion. You're going to have that experience. You are, especially when you impress it on your subconscious mind. And I think, like I say, Donald Trump is so he's so clever about that. Most people call it hyperbole, which some would consider a lie, but for him, it's true. I have the best economy. I've done more for Black people. I'm the richest person in the world. You know what I mean? I'm the best president in the world. Like, he's constantly saying that, and people call it lies. Most of you guys say it's a lie, but it's his belief. It's his belief. It doesn't matter if it's a lie. I'm telling you, it don't matter. Just like some of y'all think y'all great at basketball, some of y'all think y'all attractive or unattractive, whatever, it's still a belief system. It's something that you're believing, so the outside world must conform to what you're thinking and inside. And that's why Donald Trump has always been able to be on top and be where he is, because he don't care what y'all think. He knows what he believes, and the universe or the 3D world must reflect back to him what he's believing. Again, some of you guys may think he's wrong, but I'm going to be honest with you. It really doesn't matter how you really feel about it. It's his reality, it's his life, it's how he is creating the life around him. Just like gravity, it doesn't matter. It doesn't care about if you're on top of a building. It doesn't care if you're Black, you're white. If you step outside the building, you're falling to the ground, because that's just the law, just like the law of assumption. It doesn't care about what you're thinking, how you're thinking it. It's all about the belief. Do you believe it? Do you think the assumption is truthful for you? And if you do, it has to show itself to you. It will materialize in the 3D. That's just how it works. So what's my opinion about this? You get to create or have anything you desire on this planet, as long as your beliefs or your aspirations or your ambitions does not affect another in a negative way. That is really what it's really about. But you are in your right to create the world that you desire. Period. It doesn't matter if you think it's bad or someone else thinks it's bad or someone else thinks it's negative or someone else thinks it's positive. Remember, this is a law that God created. So if you're gonna be mad at anybody, you probably should be mad at the man upstairs, which I don't think you should be, because it's there on purpose. But I really want to know what y'all think. What do you guys think about Donald Trump and using the law of assumption? Do you use the law of assumption? If you do, how's it working for you? How do you feel about it? So what's my 2024 election assumption? It's whoever gets in the White House isn't going to affect me unless I believe they do. Please like the video and subscribe. I would appreciate it.